This is sports stuff. Betting stuff.
Ciao. This is a
Whew,
ciao week. It was a winning week.
it
Not a bad one.
was. This was a good week overall for the boys. This is Sports Stuff Betting Stuff, the number one sports betting podcast coming out of the sports stuff with Jim and Muff Enterprise. I am the original degenerate, your host, Muff. Howdy, folks.
Hello, Muff.
I'm
Howdy,
off.
howdy. Joined alongside the Ohio Homer, the Ohio Degenerate, and the capo of the Midwest Crack House, Jim.
Get the crack. You know who we play on the 13th?
Penguins.
Blue Jackets.
Oh,
Where is this?
It's in Columbus.
Hmm?
I've not secured tickets yet.
You talking like the 13th? Is that a Friday? It's a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
Be even better if it was a Friday.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And last but certainly not least, as the leader in the clubhouse, the majority of the season, for all the bets this year, the medical degenerate, Alex.
that's me.
Ooh, buddy, Alex continues to smoke the competition.
It's better than smoking the reefer. Kind of. I said
Jury's
kind
still out. Jury's still out.
of. Kind of.
That's an editorial. How this is working, if you have not been following on to this point, well, shame on you, because you could have been up miles of units by tailing Alex all year. But we will go over last week's picks, including our specialty bets. Spoiler alert, very good last week.
It was.
We'll
It
go
was.
over... Ooh,
Sorry, I don't want to spoil anymore.
no more spoiler alerts?
Nope.
Okay. Don't listen for spoiler alerts. We're
I'm
listening.
gonna. No, I was gonna spoil more, but I said I will just wait.
Okay. Then we'll go into this week's games, which do not include any college football.
Boom, boom, boom.
The ultimate sadness has hit.
That was the Jeopardy sound, or the Price is Right sound.
Did you like it?
Dun, 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 dun.
That's what I just did.
Yours was bad.
Boom, boom, boom.
But
Asshole.
just so we're clear, it does not mean the hype train has not stopped in a Midwest town in East Central Ohio. James.
What are you talking about?
Columbus.
Scott.
The hype is real. The hype is real.
It's like we didn't talk about this for 20 minutes before we started recording.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to like put it out there in the ether because then I'm a part of the problem.
So you recognize there's a problem.
There is most definitely a problem.
I'll give him credit for that. I didn't think we'd ever get him to that point.
There is a problem.
We will discuss more in the future. We have step one. We've reached step one tonight. Jim
There
has
is a problem.
recognized, realized, and verbalized that a problem exists.
Good job, Jim. We're proud of you.
We're proud of you. Step two comes next week.
I will only go so far as to say good things are happening for the team of Ohio State.
For now.
For now.
Because this can turn on a dime.
In Columbus land, nanosecond.
And the opinion on whether it's good or bad can also change in any way.
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
the most important piece of the puzzle.
And as always, our exclusive betting app is
FanDuel?
FanDuel?
FanDuel.
I think it's FanDuel. Yeah, FanDuel.
I'd use FanDuel.
I would.
I do.
Big fan of FanDuel.
I do too.
Huge. You can also follow us, our picks on the Action app. You can follow Jim at
Buckenville Butcher.
You can follow Alex at
The Real Medical Degenerate.
And you can follow me at C McPherson20. Real quick, Bull Pick'em, now that all of the college football championship games have completed, we have a winner, an official winner, and we have 3 people that beat the podcast's
I'm kind of
entry.
proud of us that only 3 people beat us this year. Well, last year we won. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think it's still a good record overall when you're thinking about over the last 2 years how we've done.
Oh, yeah.
So we have identified 2 of the 3, but looking for wins.
We are looking for you. Do you like that?
Well played.
Good
Thanks.
job. So if you are looking for wins, we would like to give you
Price?
Prizes.
but we need to know who you are. We've put it out on the socials. We are awaiting the identification of that person. But Golf Guru Garrett and my fellow degenerate Tim are other winners, and they will be getting
Prizes.
to be determined exactly.
Congratulations, Tim and Garrett, for your prizes.
Yeah. I've already promised Golf Guru Garrett that next time he's in the area, golf round is on me for he and I to play.
So is that his prize?
No, because I think he still needs that. That I would probably do that anyway. Just
Gotcha.
because he's not around the area that often, so it may be something I would end up doing. So he still gets a prize,
Nice.
whatever that may end up being. So without further ado, let's get into last week's recap, starting with the number one winner last week, me.
It was Muff.
As I went 4-1 to bring my overall record to 65 and 66 for a 496 winning percentage. Knocking on 500's door.
I don't mean to bring you down a notch, but realistically, the only reason you had the best record was because you bet the fewest games, because we all had the same winning.
Alex, did I have the best record?
Yes.
But he's trying to say you're weak.
Weak
Because
sauce.
I was betting 10 all the other weeks prior to this and somehow still stayed around 500. So if anything, I think this is
I'm not saying
credit.
anything. I'm speaking for Alex. Alex is saying you're weak. I think you did a lovely job.
You're speaking for Alex. Alex, do you allow Jim to speak for you?
Yes.
That's
Just for that
pretty,
second.
I was
Okay,
say, it's a
I
pretty
just said
weighted-
for that second, and now it's over. Now I no longer let Jim speak for
You shut
me.
the door. You shut the door now.
Yeah. See, I let him do it for a minute.
That was smart.
That was
That
smart.
was very smart.
I was setting limits on it.
Because there was going to be a time at some point within the next week or two where I was going to open that door back up, but you closed it. I won the Texans to cover 1.5, taking on the Indianapolis Colts. I won the Lions to cover 3.5, hosting the Vikings. Packers to cover 3 to get into the playoffs, hosting the Bears. The Rams plus the points, taking on the 49ers. And my lone loss was the Washington Huskies in the Michigan Wolverines over 55.5 as the under was the winner there. Again, 4-1, 65 and 66 for 96 winning percentage. Moving on to Alex, who's the light?
No, I think I go. Wait, who the loser always goes last, yeah?
No, yes, the loser always goes last.
So Alex should go next.
Okay.
Okay. I went 4-3 to bring my overall record to 67, 50, and 2 with a 563 winning percentage. I won the Texans minus 1.5 at the Colts, the Bucks minus 4.5 at the Panthers, the Lions 3.5 minus the Vikings, and the Packers minus 3 versus the Bears. And I lost Seahawks minus 2.5 at Cardinals, Washington plus 4.5 versus Michigan, and like Muff, the over in that national championship game.
Well done. Well done. Kudos to you.
Thank you.
I got that Texans game. Lions got that game. Lost the Jaguars minus 5.5 to the Titans. Lost the Seahawks minus 2.5 to the Cardinals. Won the Packers minus 3 with the Bears. Lost Browns plus 7. I really am butthurt about this. Like the Browns played their third string on both sides of the ball. I should have seen that coming. That was a real bad move. I would dare call that.
I blame Jake Browning's girlfriend.
That was my worst bet of the year, I think. I should have researched better. And then won Cowboys minus 13.5 at the Commanders.
We're growing because we can recognize the errors in our ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hindsight is always 20/20.
I would also like to go back. I wish a more patient me could come into the picture and look at like how many close losses I had. That'd be nice.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that isn't how sports gambling works. If the
No,
lines,
I'm talking
if
like
the
a
lines,
point.
you're right. If the line's set correctly, it's going to be close one way or the other. You just have been
All
on
right,
the wrong
Muff. You know
side
what?
of it.
You know what, Muff?
You've just
You're
been on the wrong
right.
side
You're
of
right,
it.
Muff. You're
That's all.
right. You're right.
Except for the Browns Bengals.
That was abysmal.
That was bad.
Abysmal.
Wasn't your best look.
It was not. Which Jim went 4-3 on the week to bring his record to 63, 77, and 3 with a 441 winning percentage.
Horrible.
Next,
Doo-doo pies.
Oh,
the specialty picks, starting with the Mike All Stop Hit Stick Pick of the Week,
pow, pow.
is a winner as we took the Texans to cover 1.5 traveling to Indianapolis, bringing the hit stick pick record to 9-10.
Go us.
One away from getting back to 500, gents.
Mm-hmm.
One away.
I think we can do it.
Next, in the Midwest Mobster Risky Pick of the Week,
Get out of here.
we were victorious again, even with Blaine Gabbert at quarterback for the Chiefs. The moneyline dog Chiefs traveled to Los Angeles and beat the Chargers rather, to bring the risky pick to 13-6 for the season and the blue ribbon winner for us this year.
Real proud
Yes.
of this. Real proud of this.
I agree.
It will advance now, then to next year.
Yes,
The name will survive.
very much.
Kudos to this pick for surviving.
It has survived all
Thanks a
year,
lot.
which typically this pick goes one or two different name changes each year.
Yeah.
So, way to go, Risky. Way to be, I don't know. You're still risky, but you've been successful.
Yeah.
I think the Midwest Mobster scared it into being successful.
Yeah, I think so.
There it is. And last, and maybe last forever,
It was so freaking close, but I'm so
I
glad I
know.
cashed it out.
the Lolita Whale of a Parlay was alive going into Sunday night football in the NFL as it won the first 4 legs with the Texans to cover against the Colts, the Chiefs money line taking on the Chargers, the Packers to cover against the Bears, and the Raiders to cover against the Broncos. Alex had this one sitting in the hopper and had questions about what to do going into Sunday night Bills Dolphins.
I'm very glad I took your advice, Muff.
So I have some questions.
Okay.
Had we hit that, would that have solidified the name?
You
2
just
times in a row, yes. Like two times in the same season, I believe, yes.
Okay.
And I
Okay.
think didn't the light pick most of these again?
Yes. So maybe we just turned it into the lights parlay. The Lolita light of our life.
No, it needs to even drop the Lolita part.
Yeah, I think
Jim Irsay was in the
Lolita.
hospital, so I feel like it's time to drop that.
So now it's just
well, I
light
don't
of
think
our life.
right. I don't think we're doing it for the rest of the playoffs, are we?
Are you shutting it
No,
down?
we don't have enough. We don't have enough left. Like we don't have enough things to choose from at this point.
I mean, you only need 3 games, man.
We need 4.
We could do a 3-leg parlay.
I mean, we could.
I feel like it's not in the right spirit, though.
No, I think if I think we had this discussion before. The 4 legs is more fun. That was a 5 leg. Could you imagine if we'd hit the freaking 5 leg?
Been bonkers.
So we're shutting this down.
Looney Tunes. I vote in favor of shutting down the parlay for the rest of the year.
Yes.
Alex, your vote?
Yeah, I think I have to go with Muff on that one.
So we're doing no third specialty pick.
No.
Correct. We can pick this back up during the NCAA basketball tournament.
Yeah.
Rebranding it.
Jim doesn't like basketball, remember?
Yeah, I don't want to put that kind of effort into basketball. That's a lot of thought.
Well, then Alex and I can do that.
All right, whatever.
You can just sit on the side,
Bench.
take your ball, and go home.
Yeah.
All right, so yes, we had the Dolphins +3 hosting the Bills, and that obviously did not pan out in Sunday Night Football, which is the only loss for that parlay and why it did not win and why Alex did not cash out the big bucks.
I didn't, but I did cash out before that game because Muff pointed out a lot of really good logic to me. So I still took something away from it.
Bingo. All right, which brings us into this week's games, all in the NFL in Super Wildcard Weekend.
I think we should have played off that for our parlay, but whatever. Whatever.
What do you want to call it, Jim?
We're missing branding here.
What do you? What do you want to call it, Jim?
Let's do a money line parlay.
What are you going to call it, Jim?
Super wild card weekend money line parlay.
It's creative. Did you come up with that on your own?
I did.
No.
Way to go, buddy. We can have a discussion if the chips fall where we want them to. But remember, we could have a lot of conflicting picks because there are only 6 games to choose from, Jim.
We'll see. We'll play it out here.
All right. First, in Saturday afternoon action, we've got the Browns traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. The Browns favored by 2.5, over under 44.5, as CJ Stroud makes the start against the vaunted Cleveland Browns defense. Myles Garrett and the crew.
I think that the Browns finally get a good playoff win.
Joe Flacco under center.
Flacky to back. He's got some experience in the playoffs.
He does, but I don't know if the lights are going to turn out in this stadium. This is the game where I truly am unsure on pretty much every piece of this game.
I lean the other way.
Yeah.
I got the CJ Stroud fever here.
I was gonna say this is really conflicting, I feel like, for you as an Ohio homer. There's a
Yeah.
lot going on here for you.
Jim doesn't care
Yeah.
about Cleveland football. He can't have any other teams. He's the Chargers.
Oh no. Remember, I'm giving that fandom up if Harbaugh makes that move.
But I don't think you've identified a team to replace them, though, have you?
No, but I will give up those Chargers.
You can come to Steelers.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of room.
We'll
That
accept
I
you.
can't do either.
We'll accept you. We'll accept you.
Can't
Well,
do it.
you've given up the Chargers, which is the reason that you became a Chargers fan was because of the Steelers.
Yeah.
I think it's time just to come on home, buddy.
No.
Bring it on home to me.
No.
So Jim is thinking the Texans.
Yeah, I'm a leaner on that one.
Alex is on the Browns. I would say if anything, I would just pray for points. But this is I think the one game that I feel I don't know how to feel. So I'm gonna stay away from this one. I think this is the only game I'm gonna stay away on.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Next in Saturday night football, we've got the Dolphins traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 4, over under 44.5.
I am staying away from this game.
It is reportedly going to be with wind chill below 0.
Oh boy.
The Dolphins do not necessarily, I would not say they are suited for the cold weather games.
No.
Dolphins don't do good in snow.
Tua was from Hawaii,
Yeah.
played at Alabama.
Yeah.
Granted, the best offensive player they have, Tyreek Hill, used to play in Kansas City, so I don't think it's going to impact him
Right.
as much as maybe some others. But
Yeah, but he's got to have someone to get him the ball.
that's what I agree with. The Chiefs have obviously had their own challenges throughout the season offensively. I don't think negative temperatures help their wide receivers hang on to the football. I'm going to go with the under in this game.
I think that's a good take, Muff.
That is a good take.
And then watch Patrick Stone and the Chiefs score like 50 points themselves.
Yeah. I would like to see the Dolphins win this game.
You don't want to see Taylor Swift anymore?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
You just want to shake her off?
I honestly think that this has been her plan the whole time. And she was a plant to make Philly win this one.
Even though they're on opposite sides.
Yeah, I think this
One's an AFC, one's an NFC team.
She was taking out the juggernaut.
He said, go find Kelsey. Make him yours. Destroy him.
Yeah. I'm going to stay away from this one, probs. We'll get to the end and see how I feel.
Alex?
I will be staying away from this one, but I like your under take if I was going to take something.
Yeah, very good take. Very good take.
Next in Sunday afternoon football, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Bills favored by 10, over under 36.5. I would like a live update on this line to confirm that it has not changed, because
first time all year the man wants a live update.
Well, the reason
when
I'm
we
asking,
do it, he gets pissed off.
Well,
Yes.
here's the reason I'm asking is the weather may have up to 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts. And I've heard this more so in the past 3 to 4 hours, and I am not sure if that has altered the line.
So what, you're saying if this is updated, I'm not allowed to have my pick anymore?
I'm saying if this is updated, I want to know what the line is.
Yeah, hold on. I have to use my face recognition so I can log in.
I just want the record to show that you get the most pissed off when we correct the line. But now you,
It's still
of all
10.
people,
The line
It's
is
still
still 10.
10.
The over-under is 36.5.
It is
So
still 36.5. I'm
yes.
going to switch my take. I was going to go with Bills to cover -10, but knowing the weather situation, knowing that TJ Watt may actually be playing in this game,
What?
may actually be playing. He has been practicing. The Steelers have actually been practicing outside in preparation for going to Buffalo. Give me the under 36.5 in this game.
Give me Steelers plus the points.
I suggest you don't do that. As your friend, I'm going to hold you accountable for what you've done for at least 2 years and tell you
Not taking my team.
don't bet this game.
Why?
If you want them to advance, don't bet this game.
That's
Well,
true.
I mean, I agree. Now, Alex, I want to say something. Jim is coming from a place of knowledge and understanding and of woe, because Jim would always talk about not really betting Ohio State much.
I don't
And
bet
then
WVU. That was firm.
right, you don't. Jim talks about not really betting Ohio State much. And this year, he screwed the pooch because he bet them more than he was telling people on the podcast and would send us screenshots here and there that he was putting bets on Ohio State. And look what happened.
See,
Wasn't.
senor. I'm
So,
telling you.
Now you're
telling
making
you.
me nervous, Jim.
I'm asking you as your friend. Don't. You can do what you want. And you know I'm not a Yinzer. And I don't like the Steelers to win. But as your friend, I'm going on record saying if they lose, it's because you bet on it.
Damn it.
Jim is blaming you individually for any woe that begins
Which
the
is why I'm
Steelers.
surprised he's not like, you should take them.
Well, I feel like he's just trying to be.
He's putting our friendship before his Yinzer hate.
He wants somebody's football team to be successful this year, and he won't actively root for the Steelers, but he won't actively root against us in the playoffs, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Jim is not on the opposite of that. He
Fair.
stayed away from that game.
Correct.
All right.
And I want there also the record to show that I have not been anti-Yinzer on this show.
Not on this
all
show.
year.
Not on this show. On the other show, yes.
On this show,
On the betting show, you have not. I agree.
I've been a good boy on this
You're
show.
very anti-Yinzer on the normal show that comes out on Mondays.
Yes.
Very much anti-Yinzer.
So if you want to hear Jim be an anti-Yinzer, you have to listen to that one.
You have to listen to shows that come out on Monday. All right. Next in Sunday action in the afternoon, 4:30 game, we have the Packers traveling to Jerry World to take on them boys. Cowboys -7.5 over under 50.5.
Give me the boys.
I don't hate that take.
Jim has been on a boys kick. Oops, sorry. Don't want to get you canceled.
Oh boy.
Oh. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna let that slide.
Because you don't want to retaliate with something that could potentially end up being worse.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. I am actually going to go for buckets and buckets of points in this one. Packers offense has been playing better as of late, and the Packers defense has been lackluster, and the Cowboys at home play much better offensively. Give me points. Give me points. Give me points in this one. I'm going over.
Not a bad take there, Muffy.
Alex,
I am not taking anything in this.
you're staying away. All right, brings us into Sunday night football in the matchup of matchups, the Jared Goff revenge game or the Matthew Stafford revenge game, depending on how you want to look at this. as the Rams travel to Detroit to take on them Lions, the brand new Lions, the ankle biting Lions. Lions favored by 3 over under 51.5.
Give me the Lions. In fact, I'm kind of butthurt at Muff.
I'm on the Lions.
I have been very consistent with the Rams in the second half of the season and me being on their side.
I'm real mad. Like,
I am going to drop some truth bombs.
uh-oh.
The Lions defense is shit.
Okay.
The Rams offense is powered by the offensive non-CJ Stroud rookie of the year in Puka Nacua. Is powered by Kyron Williams, one of, I think he has the most rush yards of any back in the NFL. They have Cooper Kupp. They've got Matthew Stafford flinging that rock. And guess what? Jerseys aren't allowed in the stadium.
But do they have MCDC?
No. And I'm saying I don't care because they got Sean McVay.
Do you know what the Lions are powered by?
4
MC.
venti cold brews before 8 a.m. from MCDC.
Yep.
They're powered by
Lionel.
me and Alex.
Yep.
Some weak ass power.
Hey, watch him turn.
Scoreboard. Just say
What
scoreboard,
scoreboard?
Alex.
What scoreboard? They haven't even
Yeah,
started playing yet.
scoreboard.
They haven't
Just
even
look at the
started playing
scoreboard.
yet.
The one that says Alex record's better than all of us.
That's true, but mine's better than yours. So you're
I'm
just
going.
you're just
I'm riding
tailing.
the
Are you
coattails
tailing?
of a
Are you
champion.
tailing?
I'm riding the coattails of
Are
a
you
champion.
tailing, Jim?
Alex was the original MCDC fan. The
I
original
I was
Lions,
gonna say I've read the Lions for a while now, and I will
and
continue
I am
to read them.
tailing the homeboy.
Sorry, Alex, that the run has to come to an end because the worst better in the history of sports stuff with Jim and Muff is tailing your pick. He's gonna bring it down, Alex.
Yeah, he can be
You
on my
better you
team.
better ask him to get off.
Nope. I'll let him in. There's room for everyone. The whole point is to try to bring people.
Alex is inclusive. I don't know why you're not inclusive.
Oh boy,
Hey.
You said I like boys.
you did
I
say
didn't, I didn't say that. I said you do. But
Oh
it's
boy,
okay.
no
It's
pun
okay,
intended.
Jake. It's okay. We're gonna stay away because I don't want to talk about things that make it interesting and dicey. They make it interesting and dicey. I want to talk about underground tunnels. I just want to move on to the Monday Night
God.
Football game. As the Eagles travel to Nate's Tampa Bay Bucks to take on Baker Mayfield. Eagles favored by 3 over under 43.5.
I think the Eagles make a comeback. I think they bounce back.
Yep.
I truly do think that the Eagles bounce back here. I hate to say it to Nate because I think he was excited about playing the Eagles, but I'd be nervous about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I really do. I think if like any other NFC team playing the Eagles in the first round, the Eagles go down. I truly believe that any of the other teams, Packers, Cowboys, Rams, Lions, beat the Eagles in this first round matchup. They just so happen to look out against a team that's like what, 8-8, 9-8.
Yeah.
We'll see if Taylor
first
Swift likes
round.
what you're saying. You're gonna get canceled by the Swifties.
Listen, bring all of them on, Jim. They can cancel me all day long.
Jesus.
You know why? You know why, Jim? Because if we got all the Swifty eyes on us, guess what? Our ratings go up.
Winning.
We are winning every day if I can get all the Swifties to down with me. To be fair, I was the first anti-Swifty on this podcast. I blamed her for the Pirates losing. I blamed her
That is
for
true.
the downfall of sports. It just so happens I was about 3 months ahead of my time.
That's true.
Don't want that to be forgotten.
He got that information from Muffnack that Taylor Swift would be quickly ruining sports.
And guess what? I wasn't wrong. It was foretold to me.
He sucked the talent right out of him.
That was sports. She just brought sports down. Anyway, I'm going to go with the under in this game. The Eagles have been very lackluster on offense. I think the Bucks are going to have a tough time moving the ball in this one. So I'm going to go with the under. I do think it is more likely than not the Eagles squeak by in this one, but alas, this is where we stand.
That's crazy. Those are our games.
That's it. That's all we got to talk about, gents.
How did we get here? How about that ride in, eh? That's why they call it Sin City.
Just like yesterday when Jim said, I'm going to hold steady, guys. I'm only betting 4 or 5 games a week.
Yeah.
Turn around.
And here we are in Super Wild Card Weekend, and Jim is betting 5 of the 6 games.
Yeah.
He did good for a couple weeks into the season.
Alex is only betting 3. Jim, you give me shit all the time about when I'm up, I pull back the reins.
I was gonna bet more, and he talked me out of one of them.
Oh, that's true. You did do this, Jim. That was a good friend move that you pulled there.
No, I was nervous about it to begin with because I know how pissed off I'll be.
Hmm.
I just think I needed to hear it. Sometimes we need to hear the hard things from your friends, you know?
Alex is nothing but consistent. You know what I mean? Like, he has rules, he sticks to them. I can appreciate that.
In a season where we've thrown a lot of rules out the window. Thursdays.
We tried that, it didn't go well.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I should be considering the fact that every time we tried to break the rules, it did not go well.
No, I think it went well initially with the Thursday thing, and then it backfired. I think
Sounds about like that. It sounds about right.
right, it worked out, and then like, oh crap, we should keep doing this, and then it was like poop. So
I think it was almost immediately like that, though.
yeah, it was pretty quick after some initial success. Getting into the specialty picks first in the Mike All-Star Hit Stick Pick of the Week.
Pow, pow,
Pow, pow,
pow.
pow.
I do not think we have any common games.
We don't. I put
The
forth.
Lions. No shit. What was the one? The Eagles game.
I was
the
going
one
to say I put
thinking
forth
about.
the Eagles because it seemed like you were willing to talk about that.
Me, yeah. As far as me personally, yeah, I was most willing to do that. I think you two need to. Never mind.
What?
Alex. I think Alex needs to venture into the world of over-unders in
Not this
life.
year. I am not changing.
That's fine. You don't have to change this year. I would like to see Alex offer more thoughts and opinions on over-unders next year.
I'll work on it for next
Whether or
year.
not you may not bet them actively, but I want to see more of your opinion.
Okay. I'll work on it.
All right. I can get behind
I've
the
never
Eagles.
hit over-unders. Sorry, go on.
That's fair. I can get behind the Eagles Bucks if that's what you two want to offer up.
I think it is.
Mike Allstott hit stick pick is Eagles to cover 3. Traveling to Tampa Bay. Take on the
Trompa
Bucks.
tompa.
Next in the Midwest Mobster Risky Pick of the Week.
Get out of here.
It seems that we're
at an impasse.
Yeah.
I think our options are: do we just go with the Dolphins? I don't really agree with it.
Or we can go between
No.
Jim's pick with the Texans plus the points and my pick with the Rams plus the points and do a light flip, and Alex chooses who's the light.
Yeah, because I have them both. Like it would go against both of mine, right?
Right. But those are the only 2 underdogs
That's
that any
fine.
of us are on.
That's fine. So I guess at least if something, if I have to lose one, I'll win the other.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Hopefully. This
Wait,
is
so what do we
hopeful.
got up there?
All right, the
The
Lions
Rams
are
and the
up.
Texans. Because
What
there's the
about
only
the Steelers game?
No, that's 10 points. I'm sorry. Like, as much as I want the Steelers to win, that's 10 points.
Neither one of you have to bet it. We know that the
But-
mobster pick is
But we have to believe it in our hearts
sold.
of hearts.
I don't think that's necessarily true.
If you
I
haven't
think
been
we're
believing it,
advertising it to the world. We have to believe a little bit in our heart. I don't think you've said
It's
heart.
risky. I think we're not embracing the risky side of this, boys.
you continue to say this at all times, but you don't even know what a money line dog is yet.
I think it's the Steelers money line. That's what I think it is.
You're correct, but why?
Because we
Hilltoppers.
said so. Hilltoppers.
I would go with it probably just because it's the Steelers.
No.
But also I talked myself out of the plus
Right.
10, so I feel like I can't, in good faith, now sell you the.
Jim, this is you backdooring this situation.
Well, what I'm trying to say is none of us can bet it. We could say that's a risky pick.
Don't bet it.
Don't bet it.
I think that's the problem. Is that you in your heart of hearts don't believe that it's a good bet, Jim?
What we're telling people is risky. If you want to jump on a limb, jump.
Okay.
I feel like this is a light. I feel like this is a light situation.
The
we need to
Rams
get
are
behind.
light. The Rams are light.
Wait, what are the games up? Wait, what are the games up here?
It's either
The
the
Texans
Rams.
plus 2.5 or the Rams plus 3.
No. Put the Steelers in place of the Rams.
No.
I totally disagree that the Lions
Jim, are
game,
you going to
Alex.
bet
You
the
have offered the
are you,
Lions game up
Jim,
to
are you going
him.
to bet the
No,
Steelers?
he said that. That's why he said is the light. That was one he put forth. But since you're on the, and then you're on the Texans,
These are the only two underdogs that we even have
I have
best bets
conceded the
on.
Texan game.
So just then it's the Rams then. Unless you're going to put a best bet in, Jim, of Steelers plus 10 into your best bets.
Flip the light off.
The Rams are the light, Alex.
yeah. Please go the other way. Please go the other way.
And we're going to ride the horse that has got us here. We're going to take the Texans money
Uh,
line hosting the Browns.
I know. Now I don't even want to take the Browns minus 2.5. I might just take Texans, but that's stupid. I'm just sticking with my best bets.
I mean, the Texans are a horse that's got us to this point. Let's be really honest. We found that and we rode it hard.
I know, and that's why now I'm nervous.
If
I
there's
was
been
already
if there's been
doubting
a
it.
mainstay in that mobster, it's been considering the Texans.
I was already doubting it because I needed another pick, and I don't want to get too crazy. All right, go on. Let's just pick our best bets.
Have we already done that?
We didn't announce them.
We didn't.
No, we always do our specialty picks first.
No, we don't.
No, Alex, we've already done the best bets.
Did I do mine? I didn't think I said mine.
Oh well.
I wish we had a rewind button. Whatever. I'm
Well,
Texans.
let me rephrase that. I want to
2.5
rephrase that.
versus the Browns. Lions -3 versus the Eagles -3 at the Bucks.
This is all blending in because there are only 6 games for us to talk about. So I think we all divulged our best bets while
That's what
talking
I
about the
mean.
6 games.
Yes.
So there's Alex's. Jim.
No
I
one
have the
listens.
Eagles -3 at the Bucks, Lions -3 versus the Rams, Cowboys -7.5 against the Packers, and the Texans +2.5 at the Brownies or versus the Brownies.
And
Oh yeah, missed that little guy. I did take the Chiefs and Dolphins under 44.5.
And I'm going to take the Dolphins, Chiefs under 44.5, the Steelers, Bills under 36.5, Packers, Cowboys over 50.5, Rams plus the points, traveling to Detroit Rock City, and the Eagles, Bucks under 43.5 in Monday Night Football. We said we were going to make a decision. Are we doing a parlay?
No.
Okay. There's the answer.
That's how we both voted no to begin with, and Jim was the one who wanted to vote. I think that's a good consensus then.
Real question is, continue to have quick episodes the rest of the NFL
Yes.
playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And Jim is going to have a lot of special picks for the Super Bowl.
Yes.
What's your most favorite prop bet in the Super Bowl, Jim?
Well, the problem is FanDuel, if you're listening, I'm sorry. But the national anthem one, I would love to bet on.
How long is it going to be?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
But alas, not an option at FanDuel.
Not an option on FanDuel.
FanDuel. We should
Maybe FanDuel will change that just for you. Maybe they're
Maybe.
listeners of the show.
maybe FanDuel.
FanDuel. That FanDuel. You know,
Remember to put all of your bets on FanDuel because that's our most special favorite betting app. It's where all of our monies go. Every week, our hard-earned monies go into FanDuel. And in return, all we ask is that they name a pick after us, probably the Midwest Mobster Risky Pick. They can
that'd
put
be
that
so
into the
awesome.
world because it is a winner. But
yeah, I mean, I feel like if they're going to do one,
that's it.
we're going to.
That's the one. But in order to get there, you have to be a listener. You have to be a subscriber. You have to comment, rate, review, poke, subscribe, like, tickle,
Hit the
Get the
bell.
bell on.
Ding, ding.
and do all the things. Follow us at Sports Jim Muff on Instagram and Twitter, sportsstuff.com/Jim, Ampersand Muff on Facebook, on YouTube, because if you do all those things and FanDuel gets a hold of what we've got going on here that's special, we are all going to have
A payday.